What up? हाँ गाइस, मैं उसके थ्रू आया यार, जूम के थ्रू। हाउ आई डन माय स्ट्रीमिंग वैसे आया था। चलो जस्ट अ सेकंड गाइस, आई एम जस्ट सेंडिंग द लिंक टू मुस्कान एंड लेट्स गो। एक सेकंड ना गाइस। I am live guys, I am live. I'm getting people asking me messages if I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Can you guys see me live? I'll just go through the mute. Hi, 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 hi. Yeah, man. What's up, यार? मैं अभी दोनों चीज चालू रख रहा हूँ, guys. Uh, yeah, man. I don't know. And in fact, 8:55 ko, I just tested this thing out with Muskan. So I don't know, man. I'll have to probably talk to Mukesh bhai. Yeah, man, because it was all on. पता नहीं क्या चल रहा है. Voila. Uh, 463. So I think she's almost here. What's up, guys? I'm back on. Yeah. Whew. Not easy. Not easy at all. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up?
One second. Just need to be able to hear you. Are you able to hear me, Parth?
I am being able to hear you properly right now. Finally. And this feels so good right now.
Huh?
Finally feels like so good. Chalo.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I think we had so many people who come and go. There's been like 60 comments on that other this thing. You're there everywhere. Okay. I'll have to gather all the questions from everywhere. ठीक है.
But the only thing is, over here, I can't see the Facebook comments.
Don't worry, I'll ask you them. I'll ask them. So then I think it should be fine. I've got it live in front of me as well. So I think we should do that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Firstly, thank you so much. And after all this, you've been like really. She in fact just texted me saying this is good luck. So thank you so much when this happens. It's and today we tested it also, right? All the separate.
Yeah.
We tested it. It worked perfectly fine, and I thought it was all good. So I don't know what happened. Yeah,
Don't
unfortunately.
worry, it's not you, it's me.
Okay.
Doing the Fell podcast, this always happens, and it's like such an experience that time.
Yeah.
But then the only thing you can do is just stay calm.
Yeah, and you've done so many of these off the felt, yeah. So I know about that. In fact, let me just quickly introduce guys. Firstly, thank you so much, Muskan, for coming in. and everyone who's watching, I've seen her interview. I think I saw the one recently with Poker Guru, where I think Anuj was there, Aditya Vadvani, you, Abhishek, all of you all were there inside, right? That episode, and she mentioned how busy she is. Like she's got a schedule for everything. So I reached out to her, and she was really helpful enough to say yes. So thank you so much for coming in and removing time. Thank you so much, firstly. Thanks.
Most welcome.
Right. Uh, I'll like quickly run into this entire thing. Okay, fast. So I'll ask you a first question. Uh, so how is life right now for you? One is being a poker player, and second, we've got about 20 people watching already. So how is it being a poker player? And second is right now you yourself, Muskan Sethi, like everyone's saying, poker queen. It's a brand in itself, right? It is that way. So how is the
That's very
entire
sweet.
yeah, so how is it with you? Like where are you located? What is the thing that you like about it and you don't like about it? And like how are you committed to these two things? They're two separate things. So yeah.
For me, it's not two separate things. It's like my life. So, to be honest, I do not like. There's no other identity that I myself, maintain. That okay, this is if poker's not there, then this is me without poker. But this is, in fact, a lot of things that I've learned in poker while being a professional poker player. I was able to put into my life part, and it's you won't believe it. Like you become so organized, you become so you get become evolved, and you start looking at your life situations in different angles, and even like a lot of researchers and all also coming to that when they want to build an AI, they first try to get into stuff like poker and stuff because that's the like that's how they realize. And to me, I am when lockdown started and when other things happened, for me I've just been busy with I told you like little charity here and there, playing poker, studying mostly, because now is the time where you can sit and watch a lot of detailed hand history. So for me, I love it. Like I wake up, I have a schedule, I know like okay, today I'm studying this topic, tomorrow I'm going to be doing that, today and then working out also, sticking to Pilates and yoga, all of that.
Yeah. So okay. So that's the part you love. Tell me something you don't like about it. Something that you don't like about it.
Um, I don't know. Maybe I wish it was like more like how right now we have to make time for everything. We have to make everything happen. Like say if you want to go play live or you want to have an online tournament series, like you have to do that. I wish everything was more organized and everything was so streamlined for like a proper profession. But I think that's the beauty. Everything about, even if I think of things I don't like, I think that's I like that too. There's nothing about poker that
Wow.
I don't enjoy, and only when you don't strike the balance, and when you get too much, like when you start missing out on other things in life, and that's the only thing I don't like. That that happens as a poker player. You lose grip on, reality a little bit.
We're getting a few people saying I'm having a tourney going on, but happy to watch you live. So that's another comment. Ritik says that, so that's nice. Okay.
Good luck in your tournament. I'm also sitting out right now because of you parts.
Oh damn. Okay, sorry.
No,
So,
no, don't worry.
okay, tell me, why are you playing poker? Like, what's the goal right now with it? Is it fame, money, or spreading another game? And now that you've become an ambassador, so what's your goal with poker? Yeah.
So, Parth, when I started playing poker, it was never fame. It was, in fact, I had a normal life. I left all of that and I locked myself in a room. I said, I don't want to see anybody. I just want to play online poker. Your face is never there. Even your name is not there. I, in fact, did not even want anybody to know I'm a female. I, used to talk to people in the chat like a man, and I used to, try and just, I had my own identity, a virtual identity, and I did not want this face to be associated with who I am on the poker tables. And so it's never about fame, it's never about money. I find a lot of freedom in poker. I feel like I am able to be my own boss, take my own shots, make my money, travel, explore different things, and at the same time learn and add so much more to my my skill base, my arsenal. There's so many. Even poker prepares you for really big roles later in life, or bigger careers than poker. This is a stepping stone to a lot of big things in life, and I felt like when I started, there was a lot of problem with awareness. The social stigma was a thing, so I want to remove that. I want to be that person who can maybe stand up to it, face it, and be like, why not? Why can't women do this, or what's the problem?
Got it. Because those are a few questions that I'm getting right now, saying that, being a female player, how did you come across those difficulties? And they are saying that you must have got a lot of those. So we'll cover those in the end, when we do that. So the thing is the independence and the freedom that it brings. And now that's your identity is around poker. So that is how you relate to it. Okay. So your father is the one who actually introduced you to the game, right? Is what I've read,
Yeah.
and said that he was the one who actually got you there. So
Yeah.
yeah, but the main thing happened, I think, after your Shark Cage, where Muskan Sethi, the brand, started forming, right? I believe. Is that the thing? Is what I've read. So I don't know.
Yeah. So my dad was he was a medical student, and he in his college they used to play poker also, just to maybe lay out a few experiments of how micro reactions the body gives when they are making decisions, or when they're trying to hide information. So he was very intrigued, and they never used to play card games as such, but they looked at it as a very complex, beautiful mind sport, and my mother also respected it. And so the cards was not a thing. They never used to play cards. So when I was growing up and stuff, and I started playing cards, it was like a big joke in the house that oh my god, do we stop her or do we not? Because it's
With
it's
everyone
confusing.
right now, with everyone right now also, right? So everyone is facing the same issue. So then, yeah, please go on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I get it. It's your parents are, they're thinking, okay, we understand that this is more than what meets the eye, but and they are also broad minded. They're very open minded. They understand that my dad used to watch WPT replays that used to come on TV. They used to come back in the day, and I was just
Right,
so
right.
11. Yeah, I was 11 years old, and I used to go and sit next to my dad. I even remember visually that hand, that I saw for the first time as a kid, because I was like, wow, this is so boring, and why is my dad watching this?
True.
And then, but then I was like, little, my dad has, it's very hard to impress him. So I was like, if he's getting impressed, then, okay, I better look into this later. And then I was anyway drawn to strategic games, cards. And then Shark Cage was, I was, it was really a stroke of luck, or destiny, you want to call it. Like, I'd found my calling, and there were a lot of hurdles in my life that was keeping me away from poker. But then there was this, there was something that was keeping me to the game. Like like Shark Cage gave me an opportunity. Then when I came back to India, I realized that I want to get serious. I realized there's a community in India as well. They're poker players, and they're doing so well, and they're studying. This is you can go out there, be fearless, have fun as a hobby. But if you actually look into it professionally, you have more fun,
Yeah.
more fun than what you do as a hobby also, when you're taking those high pressure spots, when you're making those decisions, and when you're right, especially.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, okay. So you've been on that side of it. You were in the Shark Cage. You played along with a lot of international players as well. Where do you see the level? Do you see there's a difference right now? I mean, the WSOP kind of threw it all away. There were Indians who were right up there. So do you yet feel that there's a difference between players in India and out there? Is there a difference?
No, in fact, I'm loving the way we are going about it. So, I mean, obviously, poker has been like a game like Monopoly, something that people play abroad every Sunday with family. But in India, it's relatively new, and it's not something that, you have
Diwali.
so much
Yeah,
information on.
yeah.
So even families don't understand it that well. And so that's the only difference. And in fact, I love the way everyone's approaching it. Like, I'll give you a small example of, so many young guns who are doing so well in like 2 years of studying. They have already figured out what works for them. and they are sticking to that schedule, and they've really made a name, and they've accomplished a lot, in just a span of say 2 years, I'm saying. So similarly, I feel like if we the way we are, I felt like I had this vision for India, when I was like apparently the first female poker player of India. I was like, why am I the first, and how come nobody else tried this, and how come, like, I had a vision. I knew that how WSOP or say other tournaments, PSPC in Barcelona, they attract such big numbers, like EPTs around the world. And I felt like if poker is played in India, like, you can imagine the numbers, you can imagine we can actually change lives,
Right.
and it's a game where everyone has, like, that's the beauty about tournaments, that we all start with the same chips. We can be anybody from anywhere, and then we have a chance to beat each other, and we have a chance to do something unthinkable.
On a different high. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Indians are the ones who are good at math. So we are the ones who have to kind of, be there, right?
For sure, it is a combination of maths and science, and a little bit, a lot of here and there. But definitely, if you are somebody from that background, you will be able to understand the beauty behind it. Like, why we react to such things, or why we do a few certain things, especially live poker. Or even online, if you're good with math, you're really able to pick it up really quickly. Um, and I feel like even as a hobby, it's such a great sport that you're able to even still beat the pros. You
Yeah.
can get into a tournament and do that. And that's it.
Uh, okay, awesome. What is your okay? I'm getting a lot of comments right now, which is all about what were the hurdles that you will discuss. So, what is the biggest hurdle that you faced ever for poker? I'll just take that question up. Yeah.
Um, so there were a lot of personal hurdles, and losing my parents. Then there was not being able to find the right coach in the beginning, not being able to. I mean, poker gave me freedom, but I was still very restricted. I wanted to play into. I wanted to get myself into bigger games, and or even normal games. Just have like volume, because I understood that I needed volume to be able to beat the variance, and I wanted to play at the right places, and it was very difficult, and and also it's difficult when you have to follow BR management. I wanted to stick to bankroll management. I wanted to do it from the scratch, slowly and steady. So
Got it.
those are the things that, if you're able to do that, then it's amazing, and then you learn, because then whenever in life you're up or down, you stumble, you know how to quickly come back and get on the green side.
Yeah, you've been so much on the plus and minus, and so many of these up downs happen that you can now be more stable, right? I think that is
Oh
what it.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. And then, and even emotionally and stuff, like, you have no pressure. Like, when you're down, you just know that, okay, this is how this works. This is
It's
like,
just an
if I
outcome. Yeah.
yes, exactly. You're able to, and then you're able to play your best. Like, I have made some ICM blunders,
Okay.
generally, and the reason I gave my coach was, they expect me to be in this pressure right now. They expect me to be on the bubble pressure. So why should I let them exploit me? But then, when you study ICM, and then you realize that, okay, there's more to stuff. And then uh,
Wow.
I think my whenever I explore a topic in detail, like, my outlook changes. Like, every 2 months, I feel like I'm a better player if I'm studying, if I'm putting in the work, and and yeah,
What is
like,
the schedule like? Like, because you've emphasized on studying so much. So what is
yes,
the schedule like right now? How many hours? And I'll tell you, with a lot of us, and because maybe we're like everyone's playing, it goes like I'll tell you. So I was coaching, and then as soon as you ship something, and then you're like,
yeah,
listen, why am I studying? Let's just go make more money. That factor comes in. So how
yeah.
did you manage to really study and put in that many hours? So what's your schedule like?
No, so I'll tell you something. You have to sit down with what you've done. You have to already, like, whatever you play, you gotta watch it. You gotta go back and see what you did and what others were doing, because that time you're kind of autopilot, making decisions in a very small time frame. When you're sitting later, that's the only way to improve anything in
Analyze it.
life.
True, true,
Anything.
true, true.
So that is the beauty. I really enjoy sitting down and talking about my hands, and earlier I was scared. If my opinion is different from people who are better than me, I would
Yeah.
be scared. But now I'm very proud of it. That I have my own game. I mean, I think differently, you think differently, and then I probably learn from them. And sometimes, then in a few months or whatever, when you apply it, you realize, okay, why they said that, or why that mattered.
I think
But
that's actually beautiful, because the other day was the first time I was streaming to the community, and I was really scared because I was like, listen, this is the time people are actually seeing me, and I don't know what are they going to comment on my particular way I play. So what you say makes a lot of this thing, that yeah, now you have your own play, and that makes a lot of.
yeah, if you don't have your own game, you shouldn't be playing poker. If you want to be somebody else, like you wanna take decisions that they're gonna make, then this is you're not on the right path within. So it's your thing here is to become a better poker player than yourself, and that only happens with studying. And so something so simple like gut feeling or intuition, it's not all magical words. This is
Yeah.
all information we have collected within. And that information comes with like listening to people, watching podcasts, watching webinars. Just put yourself in any poker group that you feel they are going to help you, and don't be ashamed asking questions. And just be you have to be absorbing information, and you never know where will help you making what decision. That really, there's so many combinations in poker, there's so many spots.
True.
So how will you be able to go through all the spots? That's why I emphasize on studying. If you are a student for life, you will always improve as a player, and you'll go long. Otherwise you'll have 1-2 wins, and then that's it. You will be left behind, because that's the beauty of the game.
So yet you put in like about 2 to 3 hours a day of study.
No, a little more than that. So when you're watching, say, a video, or when you're watching a session, it's usually like 2-3 hours. So then you're doing that, then you're doing your own hand histories and stuff. So say about 4 to 5 hours. And what I've done is I've cut down on my playing during the earlier weekdays, but I will be see, that is all relevant to when the series are there. But on the weekends, I make sure that I'm putting in a lot of volume, playing every tournament, and slowly and gradually I'll start playing. When there are good tournaments are happening in the mornings also, or night also. So when there's more variety, then we are able to change it according to that. But I make a schedule, stick to it, then I refresh it, because right now I'm in Delhi, so I am. Just working on my off the felt season 2 as well. Just been studying, playing, working out. So it's like it all goes hand in hand. If you don't do the other, then it's just
Yeah, it's
not
also
fun.
a game of the mind, right? So when you are in a good time, mentally you're in a good zone, then I think it also affects your play and all your other studying aspects.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, you gotta look at it like you're an athlete, and or you gotta take care of every aspect, and you gotta be a role model for others as well. You gotta show them if they're doing it. If you feel like other poker players are not doing it right, you gotta show them how it's supposed to be done, and you be the one who can basically eat right, exercise, taking care of everything. It's because you're sitting on the chair. When I'm on this chair for hours and hours and hours, you gotta walk around a little bit. And blood circulation and all. I mean, it's all understated. At this age, we are doing this to ourselves. So
True.
you have to understand that. if we want to go, like if we want to still be like that in like 30 years, 40 years from now, then you gotta, I don't know, it's just the thing that the elders told me that, listen, these are the mistakes that when I speak to poker players, when I was in Vegas, when I asked them that, what is it that you could have done differently? They were like, we would have gotten more sunlight, we would have maybe balanced it out, taken care of our health a little more, because now because of our health we are not able to play.
Agree.
So
I think,
that's
yeah, that is something. Okay, I've got people asking who do you idolize, but I'm saying that you're becoming an idol for a lot of people here, because I don't like, I'm not even kidding, because the things that you're saying are so valid, and it's like for a long, it's like, what Virat Kohli keeps on saying, right? Okay, it's a process. If you don't focus on the fitness aspect, you can never play all three formats of cricket. So similarly, if you don't do this, you can't really survive for long. So I think what
Yeah.
you're saying,
And you know what part, it's so easy to hear all these people when people talk, you feel like, okay, they have to say this because
yeah,
they're the
yeah, yeah,
public
yeah, yeah.
figure or something. But I have actually been on the other side as well. I have been like all casual about things, and I've suffered. I felt like those were also one of the hurdles where I was not realizing the importance of discipline and skills in poker. I was overrating luck more, you gotta you're underestimating skill and you're overrating the other aspects that do not matter. Then you will suffer. You gotta understand that this is a mind sport, and it's you gotta put in everything. And yeah, if you go here and there, you gotta come back
Got it.
on the
Okay, I've
path.
got a female player also who's actually watching Janita. So this group, okay, but I think she's asking me that some tips, but I think we'll leave that for the later. This group has 9% women, 91% men. So that's how the group is kind of. I personally thought this would be 1 and 99. So I was kind of happy when I saw the stat and I said, okay, it's at least
Yeah.
9%. In
Yeah,
your opinion,
it's not 50-50, but it will be one day.
my next question, I was just going to say, why is it important to be 50%? Is because the pool of players is less. If because the whole 50%, which is females, are not a part of the game, like a lot of them. So if we actually include, they become a part of it, the pool of players will increase. Everything just becomes double, right? So how
Yeah.
do you're doing that? You're playing a key role in that. What? How do you think is that going to happen? Like, how is that going to happen?
So see, when I started, I felt a little vulnerable, which not just females, but even men felt a little when they feel a little vulnerable when they start. They don't know where to study, where game selection is a little hard. A lot of other things come into factor. So social stigma and all doesn't matter. When you're passionate about something, you just don't care about what others have to say about it. You have your own path to follow. But when all these other things, when they can be simplified for women, where we can support them with like a study system, or maybe just a path where they can get in, maybe help them stake them into smaller tournaments or whatever, like give them that a little push, men women both. Then I think that is something which I feel was missing. And mostly there, everyone, whoever's playing poker or not, is doing themselves a favor by playing the game. It's such a beautiful game, and there's so much to learn from it that they will eventually catch it if they have the strategic acumen. They will get attracted to this game sooner or later, and they
Right.
will find it. And that is one of my beliefs, that okay, so when they do find it, there should be a system in place for them where they can learn from or go up to, and it should be a little transparency. It should not be all like a hidden secret that if you want to be a big pro, oh my god, it's a big
Yeah.
secret. There's no big secret, it's all hard work.
Do you have a personal goal for yourself, saying that, okay, I want to bring on, suppose, 25,000 women who I eventually make them poker players? Example, or is there a certain goal like this that you have, that, okay, I want to make so many women players or something like that? I don't know. Just
Yeah, I don't have a specific number like that, but I would definitely like to bring the ratio closer. Like you said, it's a very small example. Like our group has only 9% women, for example. I would like to bring it a little closer to 40, if not 50. And one day 50. If not 60. Imagine when there are more women than men in this game.
ambition is a part of being a poker player, and she's got it right there. So she's
No, there will be more women in the game. I'm keeping quiet. I'm not telling anybody. It's a secret. But when women find it, there will be more than you guys.
So there's this entrepreneur I follow called Kunal Shah, and he says that the number of women, urban women participating in labor force is only 18% in India, and Pakistan has more than us. So basically, women are not even working in India or in urban areas. So you've got to show them that poker is that particular thing, and you can now, if you're not working, start playing something like that. But there is
Yeah.
so many women are not even doing this. Okay. Uh,
I feel like men also play a very good, important role in this. It's not a competition. It's like, they really support you, and all whoever's been in my, like, my coaches, everyone, my friends, they all really get happy seeing other women do well and
yeah.
other women coming in. So it is a very, I'm very happy that India has that welcoming environment for women in poker and also
Got it.
men.
Yeah. So I train under a coach called Alok Ranjan sir, and he there everyone there is. So he was discussing that it's important to have your fiance or your wife also playing. In his everyone's opinion, women handle finances better, and guys are going to go out and gamble off their money, but women are even more careful and they're not going to lose it. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay. Uh, I'll quickly just take 2 minutes to ask you a few of fun questions. I did a lot of serious ones, and then we'll just move on to questions and we'll wrap it up in like 5-7 minutes. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Chalo, theek hai. Best purchase with poker money that you've done.
Oh, I wish you sent me all this in advance, no?
I didn't want to. That's why it would be fun. Okay, chalo, theek
I
hai.
would get myself a car. I think just the first year, the first time I became a brand ambassador, when I came back from Shark Age and I became a brand ambassador in India for a poker site, I saved up all my the money that I won that year and I bought myself a car. I remember it was a
Oh
Honda
wow.
City, I think, but I was very excited and I was, like I went to the showroom, did it, and it was just yeah, and I like bought a lot of things, and even now, yeah, so that was one thing that independence wise, but I feel like charity wise also is very satisfying. The things that I'm able to do with my winnings.
Wow.
A lot of times I promise them beforehand that okay, if this happens, I will do this, and then it happens, and then you end up doing it. And even if it doesn't happen, then you do it. But I like to do it. That gives me a lot of
That's poker.
satisfaction.
Yeah, that's
That's
poker.
the best money spent. You win a poker tournament, go change somebody else's life.
Wow. Okay, favorite hand that you have, your favorite hand.
Jack and suited. Never goes
Okay,
wrong.
wow, that's the first I'm getting. Okay, awesome. Your poker inspiration, a women, and then whoever overall also, but a woman for specifically.
Women could be Christine Bicknell, Oh my God. I
Yeah,
mean, it's like she is
yeah.
a force to be reckoned with, and she is. I mean, I like her work ethic. She's very serious about things. I remember meeting her when she had just started playing online, and we met in Barcelona, and we were playing a hand, and generally we got talking, and she told me that she had played so many like close to 1 million hands on PokerStars, and now she's trying her luck, outside. So just I feel like she's able to be consistent and give some amazing results. And I think Phil Ivey is my all-time favorite poker player. I know, like now people say, "Oh, he's not in form, this, that," but I think he's the reason why I feel like, "Oh, poker is so cool. I wanna, I
Yeah.
wanna do what Ivy is doing."
Okay. Your favorite side, I'm not even going to ask you right now. Doesn't make sense. Your favorite destination.
Focus hard.
Yeah.
Always because of the software is just amazing, it.
Okay. And your favorite destination that you've traveled to play poker at?
It's a tie between Vegas and Barcelona.
Okay. Live
Yeah,
versus online. What do you prefer?
I love online.
Online? Okay. Wow. Best part about being a poker player? One word answer, whatever. A very chotu answer, if you can give.
Best part about what? Being a poker
Best part
player.
about being a poker player, yeah.
I get to wake up whenever I want. You take your own shots. Be your own boss.
Yeah, you just gave such a disciplined persona all this while, so I just like this that you can now decide when you want to wake up. So that's nice.
Yeah, of course. I would like, just want to be lazy one day, but whenever you are, you just fall back.
Got it. Okay, Poker Crush. Last question. Then we'll just move to crowds question. Yeah, Poker Crush.
It's you, baby. I know you're watching. I love you. My husband.
Okay, okay. Uh, Fine, great. I'll just quickly ask a few questions everyone's asked, and we'll wrap it. Okay, is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Uh, I have questions. Just a second. Yeah. Okay. I'm quickly just
See,
speaking.
poker crush and all is like all these are. I mean, what is the poker crush part?
Whoever you basically ask all the guys who come. See, I've had 10 people who come before this, all were guys. So I would ask them their poker crush and I would get different girls' ka names. So I thought, let's not change that. I'll ask you your question. So why not?
Okay.
Okay, what's your opinion about the future of poker in India? That's what Murthy asks. Yeah.
Oh, it's very bright.
Okay.
It's yet to unfold. This is just the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
So stick around, everyone. Okay.
Stick around. Best time to be a poker player in India.
Wow. Okay. In the middle of the middle levels of the game, I start becoming card dead. How do you manage when you're card dead?
Yeah, I mean, I used to ask this question also to my, so it's basically there's no such thing as card dead. I feel like you got to have patience. You got to see that, okay, I have this number of big blinds and these are my positions. And, sometimes you can start opening, other hands as well. Just wait for it. I guess there's no such thing. Sometimes I know the feeling, the frustration, sometimes you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen an ace in
Yeah.
1 hour or something like that. But it's okay. Just gotta be calm, relax. It's about, probably, so many hands we can even defend in the big blind, what's the excuse for that? Of not playing hands and not, so you gotta, and also one more thing, when you're card dead, please, I'm sorry, I missed out on such an important part. You got to watch others. You got to watch what's happening on the table, and that is insane because you're gonna pick up on something so amazing and get a double up the next time you actually get a hand in play. So that is important.
That's Gurpreet for you. As a lady, Umesh asked, you must have faced a lot of difficulties. Did you actually, as a lady? It's a specific thing, as a girl. So, I mean, yeah.
No, I think there are more advantages of being a woman in the industry than disadvantages. Just because you're perceived a little weak, and men don't have like I've heard boys like back in the day talk about hand histories, and they say that, okay, I have one aggressive guy, one passive guy, and a woman. So there's just like. Just because they stereotype women, they don't even know how they play, or they can't even talk about it, and they can't make notes on us because they've just stereotyped the whole thing. That, okay, so I have a lady on my table. Okay, how does a lady play? What's her range like? So that's the best part. Like
Okay. Are you coaching any? Okay. Are you coaching any women player at the moment? Someone asked.
there was a small group of girls, but like not coaching or anything, just
Okay.
helping and stuff. But something I'll look into later, probably.
Okay. Do you have any plans of leaving professional poker for any something else in the next few years? Is it there on card?
Um, I won't lie, like you do think about it, but I just my heart doesn't buy it. I
Okay.
just it doesn't. It's like, stop. Who are you bullshitting? Stop it. It's
Got it.
yeah, but definitely I do think about other things that I want to do, but they're not in like they're charity stuff, or stuff that I want to do in general. Raise
Okay.
awareness about a few things that are close to my heart. That's it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Who do you idolize? Okay, this is a question which I've already asked you, and the next one is: have you ever prayed outside your bankroll and had a good downswing time or a bad tilt after that? Has that happened?
Yeah,
you've
both
been
have happened.
okay.
Like mostly in cash games only. So I'm not. I generally stick to tournaments because I've made like a rule for myself that like for this many like for a couple of years I will just play tournaments, and then I will get into cash games eventually later if I want to. But whenever I played cash games, I tend to you know divert from my bankroll plan, and I end up making either I win a lot or I'm gonna lose a lot, but then I don't know what to do with it because those are not
Uh,
the stakes I play. So it's just better not to do that. In my experience, because I've paid the cost. So guys,
got it.
don't do it.
Acha, theek hai. Okay, this is a question which was, how often do you get hit on at the tables during a live session? Also, do you take special pleasure in busting such guys who are trying to flirt, or do you just let them be and enjoy while it lasts? Yeah. So he's like, and he's also mentioned here that I don't care if I win a ticket or not, but please ask this question. So yeah, yeah.
Um, I know it's just I'm such a person that even if I'll get maybe if somebody is trying to flirt with me, I'll just be like, okay, they're just giving me a compliment. I'm very friendly and stuff like that. So I let people have a good time, be there, enjoy, and I don't get distracted. It's just all these things are distractions on the table, even for men. Like
Okay.
I assume when a pretty girl sits down, if they start thinking about all these things, and oh my god,
So there's
what's
no
going to
special pleasure in
happen?
busting them. There's no special pleasure in busting them.
Uh, no, yeah, no. It's just, I mean, I'll be stupid to fall for that, right? I'll be a fish to fall for those things, and just my mind is only on the game. Honestly,
Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Last question. We'll do the last question. Do you think that you have any advantage over male counterparts while playing? Like, are you guys more risk averse? Is a question. Yeah.
Yeah, like I told you, we are underestimated, so we have an advantage. Also, I feel like they are too serious.
Uh-huh.
Like generally, like when I go for live games, men are like sitting like I don't know. They, I don't know. They're really scared or something for some reason. They don't move and they're like a statue and they're just, they're scared. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
expressions will reveal something. So that's fun. I joke around with them. I have fun with them just to get them out of their comfort. They're just, spoil things for them.
Got it. Got it.
So as a woman, you can do that. You can have fun. You can laugh around at the same time, play any game, and not look so serious and yeah, all that.
Got it. Okay, I am done. We've asked a lot of questions. I've missed out a few because there have been about 100 plus questions and plus 60 before. So I've missed out a few. Uh, I'm good. Thank you so much, Muskan. And
You.
actually, because of all the issues that happened, but thank you so much. And I think you've been very friendly and very helpful type. So thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Parth. Thank you for having me, and I really appreciate what you're doing for the community. This is great.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Muskan. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Take care. Good luck.
Thank you, everyone. I'm again out. I don't know why. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, thank you everyone. Acha, guys, today there is a ticket giveaway. It's happening. I will actually mark a few people who will actually win tickets and I shall give it out to you. We've got, thank you so much everyone for sticking around and I shall share the tickets with you guys. मैं like कर लूँगा सबके comments जिसके भी tickets जीत रहे हैं and I'll give it to you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thanks, man.